Hello, a day with Caleb. We're wearing our Army of Darkness shirt, but today we are going to do a video that I've touched on, kind of. We did do a video on how I keep up with all my collections, what apps I use, that sort of thing. But this will kind of be more in depth. You are welcome to go back and check that out. I do kind of briefly touch on things, but we're going to kind of do more in depth this video. I have several apps, including one on my laptop. Hopefully we can film my laptop with the phone. These two do not work well together with the backlight of the LED screen and then the camera trying to focus on something. So we'll see. And I will do a screen recording on my phone talking about the Orange app. I think we'll start with that, and then I do have a my collections on my phone, and then I have one on my computer. Long story short, I've always had the Orange app, but I didn't like, and you'll see in a minute when we do the screen recordings on my phone, but some things you can't pull pictures up when you log. You can do location, you have a notes section, you can pick the format and all that. So then I found my collections, and I had it on my two phones ago, I believe, was when I got it. But then uh, I did too many entries before syncing. You want to sync it every so often so it stays synced and current and everything checks out, goes through. But I would do like 300 to 500 entries before I would sync it. So it kind of freaked out and like messed up, and then I tried logging out and logging back in, lost it. So then the second time I got a new phone, I tried again, and that's when I put it on my laptop again. So this is actually the second uh, time, second account, I guess. It might, no, it's not the same account, but second try, and I think these two would sync, but it was hard to do. Like sometimes this one would sync and the phone wouldn't. But anyway, somehow, what happened with that one? Oh, my battery on my last phone would die all of a sudden. Even when you have it plugged in, you only had a certain amount of battery life. And while I was logging, the battery died. So then that one would not sync, and it wouldn't sync with the laptop. So this, my current phone, is on the third account. This one on my laptop, even though it is the second account, it's only the first one I've had on my laptop. So that was a long-winded explanation, intro into this video. But let's cut to the screen capture on my phone and talk about those. Then we'll talk about the my collections on my laptop. Okay, we'll start with movie collection, the orange app here. And you can see it gets pretty detailed. Most of these do have pictures, but with the TV shows, you come in here you can press edit. Here's the movie DB, the movie database. You can see here. Oh, well, that's the movie. That's not the show. But, there's not a lot of options. You can choose what categories, you can rate it, you can have your notes here, you can pick the format. If you want, you can put how many times you've watched it, loan to, running time, region, rated, and then your location. You It does have a photo icon where you can take photos, but that is like a premium service you have to pay for. Uh, but it's pretty cool. So you have your movies, then you can search for movies, Spider-Man, and then, is show you what all you have. I've obviously have a lot of Spider-Man stuff. So search tools, there's bulk scan, pick random, uh, import and export your stuff, your movies, all kinds of stuff. Obviously, you never want to hit the bulk delete. Then you have your wish list. These are movies that I want to own or I'm looking for, and you can add to your wish list. So that's pretty neat. So that was the movie collection. Now we'll get to my collections. And this does not have the movies uh, on here. Since I have it in the orange collection, it seemed redundant to have it in two locations. Plus, when this crashed the third time, I didn't feel like doing it since I did have it in the orange. But I do have all the others: comic collection, autograph, games, toys carded, toys loose, books, trading cards, posters, mummy obsession, Titanic obsession, Comic Con badges, mask, popcorn buckets and memorabilia, stuffed animals, press pennies, currency, and shot glasses. I used to collect shot glasses even though I don't drink. Miscellaneous shoes, Disney, random, board games, puzzles, cannon boxes, and theme park bags. All my shirts, I do keep up with those. Funko Pops, digital movies and TV. These are UV codes that I've had. Digital comics. I do have a little bit of digital comics, but I do like to mostly have physical copies of comics. Digital comics. Then the newest category, Twister Obsession. It's hard to get both me and the laptop in frame. So I'll talk a little bit, then we'll just do a direct shot of the laptop. But we saw on the phone, these are the same categories. Everything's the same. It's on the same line. Everything's as you go down, everything is the same. The only difference between this one and my phone is this has the movie app, the movie section. Hopefully you can see it's giving off a blue tint because of the backlight on the screen. But see, if you can follow my cursor here, movies 14,292. And it depends on what you count, because one entry on here could be a 50 film box set. So I'm way over 14,000. Even with my purge, I think depends on what you count as a number, but probably in the 15 to 16,000. Then comics, 3,700 and some change, almost 3,800 comics. That doesn't include digital. Then autographs, 329. I didn't get all those in person. Some of those are like in books or, special edition movies the director will sign. Games, almost 400. Carded and loose, almost 300 together. Books, almost 600. That's kind of surprising. Trading cards, posters, Mummy Obsession. We just went over all these categories. Let's click on trading cards. The A Bug's Life McDonald's series pack of 4 complete. I do have them sealed as well. A guy had a bunch of them. I have a lot of complete sets, and I'll list if they're complete, but then some I don't have complete. Oh, see, when I get too close, it kind of fuzzes up a little bit. But you can see here, I try to pick a symbol that kind of emulates what I'm wanting in this section. Even though stamps isn't really autographs, I guess you could have autograph stamps, but there's some didn't have direct options to the category that I was doing. So, but like the blue plate Titanic, I think that fits pretty well. The gold for Mummy, especially the first one when Benny is getting the gold. There's ones that fit and then ones that don't. Like this horse statue doesn't really fit with stuffed animals. And the vase, I guess, kind of fits with popcorn buckets. But, Twister with the license plate, I wish that was Kansas or Missouri but New York. And then digital comics is the same as comics. That's just the one symbol, and then the digital movies is. Oh, actually, the digital movies is different than the movies ones, but I think that's the only comic one. So that's the only same logo that I used on there. But it's fun for me to have it all organized. It was a lot of work, getting pictures and then, writing it down in the subsequent category, figuring it all out. It's a lot of work, but now we have everything in here that you could possibly want to know information on. These are all my collections. And the reason I added shirts and hats, even though I don't really have a lot of hats, but let me scroll down to some shirts. Like, obviously, probably won't have or get another WandaVision, but it got to a point where, like, I had a lot of a lot of Spider-Man shirts, a lot of similar ones, a lot of Avengers. See, right there, that's 3 Spider-Man shirts in a row that are kind of similar, but, you know, if I have a Disney shirt, like, say, I have a Mickey Mouse or a Shrek 4D, maybe I want a Universal shirt, and I look and say, do I have the Hollywood one? Do I have the one with E.T.? This is just for me when I do get a new shirt, just so I can kind of check. And that's really the whole reason why you have a collections app, just to let you know what you have, games. That way you don't get the same thing that you've had. I've had, like, comics is a good example. I've had many times where I look at a cover and think, did I get that? And then I'll get it because I think I don't have it, and turns out I did. Or sometimes I'll see a cover and think, I think I just got that, and come home to realize that I didn't get it. I just saw it somewhere, where that's digital or whatever. And then obviously the main reason is for movies. You know that you when you have 15 to 16,000, there's going to be mistakes, and you're going to get a movie that you've already had. But that's where the app comes in handy. Now, obviously, I won't have my laptop when I'm out hunting for movies. That's where this phone comes in. But it's good to have. Anybody out there have collections apps? Comment down below if you have a app that, whether it's for movies or trading cards, Pokemon cards, comics, games. Comment down below what app you use, and do you like it? There were a lot of apps I went through before I set on my collections and movie collection, the Orange app. But every time there would be a limit on how many entries you could do, and then you had to upgrade, let's say $15-20 to release more numbers or whatever. So I went through 3 or 4 apps before kind of locking down my collections and movie collection. But I would be really intrigued to see if there are people out there that do have collections apps, and what apps are there. Let me know. And how do you like it? What do you keep up with in there? Let me know down below. Hope you enjoyed this video, kind of a behind the scenes, a look behind the curtain, if you will, to know how I keep up with all of my collections, because I have a lot of collections. Movies is obviously number one, but there are many sub-collections underneath that. So, you need an app to kind of organize and keep track of everything. So I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, share with a movie lover, maybe someone that needs an app and wants to know specifics. This video would be it. And go out there, get those apps to organize and keep track of your collection and keep collecting.